Hello everyone. So this is the last video of chapter 2. The title of the chapter that we are reading is Consciousness, the Way Out of Pain. So Tolle draws the clearest possible contrast between ego force and genuine inner power, and shows us which one is available right now. We have been taught that power means winning, that power means dominance, that power means not needing to back down. Tolle says that is not power, that is fear dressed as strength. On the left, force, the ego's version of power. It needs to dominate, to be right, to defend its position. It seeks power over others. And underneath all of that, constant fear of being defeated. Total defeat. Because force needs resistance to exist. And without something to push against it, it collapses. On the right, true power. The grounded in being, the soul. No need to defend, no need to prove, no need to win. It can state its position clearly without aggression. It can be wrong without crisis. It can be challenged without fear. It is rooted in something that cannot be threatened. So once we have disidentified from the mind, once our sense of self is no longer derived from our mental positions, the forcefully compulsive need to be right simply falls away. Not through discipline, through seeing. And when that falls away, the corrosive power games in our relationships dissolve. We can engage fully, honestly, firmly, and release the outcome. This is genuine strength. True power is not something we develop over the years of effort. It is available right now. It is the power of presence itself. The moment we step back into the awareness underneath the ego, we are already in contact with it. It was never missing. We were simply focused elsewhere. Power over others is a weakness in disguise. True power is within and is available right now, not a future achievement, as a present choice. The ego's force requires constant effort and generates constant fear. But the true power, rooted in being, needs nothing to defend, nothing to prove. It is available in this moment. Is there a relationship or situation where we have been operating from force, from the need to be right or to dominate, rather than from the quiet power of genuine presence? So the practical mirror. The moment we invest honest, compassionate self-inquiry to locate where our awareness has been living and to feel the difference between the two states. All the ideas we have explored today come down to this single question, not as a test, not as a judgment, as a moment of honest, compassionate self-inquiry. The egoic mind is focused on the future or the past. But the conscious presence is focused on the now. The egoic mind is motivated by a sense of lack and fear, always seeking what will make it feel whole. Conscious presence is motivated by wholeness itself, already complete. The egoic mind seeks power over others and situations. Conscious presence possesses inner power, needs nothing to dominate, nothing to prove. The egoic mind identifies with forms, thoughts, rules, opinions, history. Conscious presence is the watcher, the awareness underneath all forms. So which state are we in right now? Not which state do we aspire to. Right now in this moment, where is our awareness? Is it in future, in the past, in an old grievance? Or is it here, in this breath, in this moment of genuine inquiry? And here's the beautiful thing, just by asking the question sincerely, we have already moved. The moment we ask which state we are in, we have become the watcher of our own state. We have shifted from left to right. We step out of identification and into awareness. The question itself is the practice. So right now, genuinely, without judgment, which state resonates more closely with where our attention has been living today? We are not stuck in the egoic mind. We are simply there by habit and momentum. Every moment of honest inquiry is a step into presence, and the steps add up. Every time we notice which side we are on, we have already begun to move. So there is one practice that holds everything we have covered today. And previous slides. It is simple, it is immediate, and it is available in this moment right now. Not stop the thinking, not judge the thinking, not analyze where thoughts come from. Simply notice that thinking is happening. Notice that there is stream of thought moving through us. And notice that we are the one noticing. That noticing, that shift from being the thought to watching the thought is the portal to everything we have discussed. To presence, to freedom from psychological fear, to the dissolution of pain body, to the true power. So the ego's unquenchable hunger and how it builds itself from external identifications. The difference between the practical intelligence and psychological fear. So all this we have covered. The anxiety gap between now and the mind's projections. How being wrong feels like death to the ego. The pain bodies and how it feeds on unconscious identification. The resistance to healing that keeps on holding on to suffering. The transmutation of pain through conscious presence. And the true power that is already within us. All of it comes down to one moment, shifting from being inside the thinking to watching the thinker, to watching the thinking. From identification to awareness, from ego's noise to the quiet power of presence. So here's what we can do today. At any point in a conversation, while working, while doing something ordinary, while cooking, while driving, while cleaning, while playing with kids, pause and ask internally, what am I thinking right now? And notice the small shift that question creates. Something in us steps back to look. That something is the watcher. That is the presence. When we notice that free floating unease, the hum of anxiety, ask, is this about what is actually happening right now or about the mind projection? If it's a projection, simply notice that. And then return to what is actually here. The breath, the body, the moment. True power is within. It is not something we build, not something we earn, not something we arrive at after enough hard work. It is available now. So we will end chapter 2 here. So that's the finishing of chapter 2. So if the session added something for you, please like the video, share it with someone ready for this kind of work. Please subscribe so we can stay together for the next session in this series. So in the next session, we will go deeper into the nature of consciousness in our body. Until then, watch the thinker. Thank you for listening.